All right, let's dig deep, really deep. What's going on? What happened to Charlie Kirk 2 days ago? I did a podcast yesterday, and don't forget to hit subscribe, like, comment down below, and forward to everyone you know. We gotta suppress this algorithm because I'm definitely getting shadow banned from BOMB2, but in this channel, I can't help but wondering and showing and more deeper into what really went on with Charlie Kirk. But I came across Nino Rodriguez's channel, and this kind of hit me because he digs really deep too. He's a truther. Did all kinds of shenanigans when he was younger and back in the old boxing days. So he was a professional boxer, but also did a party scene. So I know exactly what he went through. So I do listen to his channel, watch his channel a lot, and dig deep. And it's getting deeper and deeper, and he's giving more tidbits and more information on what's really going on as far as Charlie Kirk and the shooting. And it's not just him, it's probably more than one or two groups. So comfort your will, do your own homework, and it's just a matter of time before everything gets exposed. But anyway, let's move on with his channel and listen to what he has to say. This guy is a Secret Service back in the day, apparently. USSS John Carman drops bombshell on Charlie Kirk's assassination. Tyler Robinson, a Patsy. So let's check it out.
Now they're making this look like it was sloppy.
Yeah.
It's not adding up to me, John.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's not what you think. You have to look at things over and over and over. When they first put out the information, I got information from another source. All they did was show the first picture of Kirk doing his speech. Then they freeze framed another shot, which actually, according to you looking at me, would be on his left neck side.
Yeah.
Of blood coming out after he got hit. He had a jolt, which is indicative.
Was that the exit wound, though? I mean,
no. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to tell you two perspectives, two possibles. If it was a high-powered rifle, which is what they left on the roof, which is a single-action, bolt-action, a 30-06 average up to a 308, but a 30-06, even a 223, is going to have a loud report, a noise, and when it hit him, they blacked it out. They altered. AI is being used all the time. They don't want us to get the truth because experts like me can automatically say, this is where it came from. It came from the front. It didn't come from the side. Other people are saying it came from the side.
But his neck slaps. He slaps it this way.
Well, he jolted first. Now, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to stick my hand under my shirt. And when he gets hit, you see that? It puffed.
Yeah.
The shirt puffed.
Yeah.
That means it got hit. Allegedly, if you get hit with a high-powered rifle and a bullet hits it, you can get penetrated, but the thing is, he started gushing out blood within a split second or two. Gushing. That means they hit the artery, the carotid artery. He gushed out more blood than that poor girl that was on the train that got killed in the Carolina state thing. That's a lot of blood. When he got hit, he also had a microphone in his hand, his left hand. So that means if he got hit in the brainstem, you're a sniper, and I'm a counter sniper, you shoot for the brainstem, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, that area. It will turn off the brainstem immediately, which means it'll drop a certain way. He'll just, boom. If you had a gun, like a hostage situation, you hit him in the head, you go a headshot, it'll turn off the switch. He got hit below that, which means his bodily functions and his heart were still pumping. So all that blood that was gushing out, they blacked it out. They didn't want you to see it because it's too graphic. That's their excuse.
But I mean, I know what I saw, and I believe he was probably alive for at least another 15, 20 seconds before he finally passed. Do you agree with that?
Well, he lost too much blood. I would say less than that. Less than that.
But enough for him to realize that, oh man.
No, he knew if he felt something, he was already like he was out because he got hit. So the trauma alone, when a bullet hits the body like that, is a lot of trauma and centrifugal force hits it, and explosions. And I've seen other cases where a guy got shot at the White House. I was going to relieve this guy. He got hit dead center of the sternum area, and it was a treasury load, and it did not open up properly, but it killed him instantly. That means it hit the heart stops, the function of the heart, the blood, and then the brain. So you only have seconds. If he lasted 5 seconds, he was already passed out by that time. He was dead functionally, is what I'm saying.
So you're not buying this the original narrative that there was a lone shooter on the roof that killed him?
I don't believe it was just a lone shooter, because I saw these other guys that looked like they were signaling with split seconds. You know, the guy with the bike.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right here. Like I said, this is my reaction, my commentary in between. So I'm gonna drop in between sets and in between segments. What John Carman said, that I knew it was more than just one person, because the guy's a 22-year-old guy. Unless he's a really good shoot, there's got to be more than one sharp shooter. So there's a reason why they hit that major artery and that in the neck. He said if you hit the major forehead in his nose area, you would drop the mic instantly, because he would just continually cut off your nervous system and just shut right off, and you're done. But when a sharpshooter hits specifically in the neck area, you only got, like, you still have a couple of seconds, but the blood would start to gush out. He was holding a mic in his hand, and he was still kind of alive in about, say, maybe 20 seconds. So he basically saw himself pass away while his blood was gushing out, and then, because he was still holding the mic, and then his whole body just dropped. So a good maybe 5-10 seconds, because you could see his body still jolt, and then his whole life just went to dark. So this guy knows what he's talking about, because he has a Secret Service and he is a sharpshooter, so he knows exactly how to pinpoint, how to hit the target, and for what Charlie Kirk experienced in May God Rest His Soul, that was a direct hit. There's no way one Patsy, which is a 20-year-old guy, could be that accurate. So there's got to be more than one individual. Throughout this video, because I did see this video, you're going to see more about, there's got to be more than one or two, because after this video, they're going to show you there's 2 other people. I think one of his security guards or 2 of his security guards were giving signals. So those are signals for that individual who's got the target on Charlie Kirk to take the hit. So I'll show you later on, but we just gotta listen to as we go along. But this is very interesting, so I really like this segment. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and forward to everyone you know, and press the algorithms on this. Okay, guys. So anyway, let's check it out.
Oh, Cap does this. He has a camera. I'll use this as a prop.
Yeah.
He had a camera in his left hand.
Hey, there you go, right there.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
right
he has
here.
it right on that one.
Right there.
From the other angle, yeah, that's his left.
See.
That's his left hand. Okay. So then he reaches up with his right hand to touch his ball cap, and then he stroked his face like that. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Then the guy next to him, the dark short sleeve shirt guy with a military tattoo on his forearm.
Yeah.
He does what looks like a baseball. There you go. Yeah.
So these are all like signals.
Mouth or side stroke.
Yeah.
The guy with the short sleeve shirt, military looking, short hair.
Yeah.
Levi's and whatever. He's got a tattoo on his right arm, by the way.
Yeah.
And when he did that routine, that was very unusual. I've never seen people out there working security do that at all.
There you go.
Never. It's like,
see, this guy knows what he's talking about, so he's saying it's unusual. So there's more than one corporate. I don't know why the FBI, CIA, all the alphabet soup is not targeting those 2 people behind Charlie Kirk. What happened to the Secret Service? Why are they not talking to these 2 individuals, right? So they're blaming it in one person, which is this Taylor guy. I don't know about that. You gotta really dig deep when it comes to this, because this goes deeper than everybody, beyond us, you, me. So it's Something's really nefarious happening, really going on, and they're not telling us. But hey, we are talking about the deep state, right? The person who did assassinate John F. Kennedy, Lincoln, and all the other people who also POTUS 45, 47, who nicked them in the ear last year. Divine intervention there, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let's proceed.
He's putting his arm out and he's doing that, and then he like pulls back.
Yeah.
That's when he got hit.
Right there.
You see what I mean?
There's the sign
That's
right there.
Two confirmations, two people giving signals.
Yeah.
If people don't look at that, they're hiding it. They don't want you to know that there's more than one person involved.
Yeah.
They always want to go to the lone male gunman theory because that way they can write it off, and then they can't blame all these Democrats, deep state, outside sources, or whatever. You see?
Bingo. See? Know what I'm talking about. I did enough researching for the past 20 years what's going on. This guy knows what he's talking about. Very credible.
And there was a lot of people that hated Kirk in that audience. Right after he got shot, there was a guy, a blonde-headed guy with long hair. He supposedly got up and put his fists up in the air and turned around to face somebody in the same direction. It just happened to be where the sniper was, on the roof.
That's crazy.
And unfortunately, I had to watch the actual shooting several times before I got tired of it, but it was pretty obvious, you know. And then you have to go back and look at it again sometimes.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Now remember, that thing is lined up, and I already measured it off with an aerial photo. It's 455 feet.
Wow.
From that location where he was to the top of the roof from where the sniper was. Not 200 yards.
Crazy guy. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So there's another individual.
How
So
many
there's
people
1,
were
2,
in the
3.
audience
I
that
say there was
wanted to
about
see
5
something
people
else?
involved in
That's
this.
what I'm asking.
That's how deep it goes.
How many people had anticipation? How
Maybe
many
more
people
than that. Who
knew
knows?
that something might happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the one
That's
guy
not
right there.
normal. And the response by that guy right there,
He's
maybe he knew something. Maybe he should be pulled in and interrogated.
exactly. He should be pulled in and interrogated. I don't know
The
why.
other guys with the ball cap and the signaling.
Yeah.
Those two guys should be
Absolutely.
interrogated. Also,
Absolutely.
the guy that asked the question on
Yeah.
the trans mass shootings, that almost to me seemed like it was a signal for the shooter.
Right.
He was asking the questions about mass shootings and guns right when
Right.
Charlie Kirk got hit.
And he got hit at the words gang and violence, I
Violence.
believe.
Yeah. Boom. That was like
Now, remember, he doesn't profile. The shooter that I
target.
saw, I
That was
actually
the signal.
targeted some other guy under my profiling. It didn't turn out to be the same guy. Very close, though. But what they're doing is they're leaving a gun, bullets behind, that are transgendered paraphernalia with inscriptions on it. Even one comment that was funny because it was like, if you read this, you're gay, quote.
Yeah.
That was a joke when Mar-a-Lago
Right.
happened thing. But the point is, this guy is professing and acting out the transgender agenda.
Wasn't there also decoys in the audience of people of admitting that they did it, like saying, "Hey, I know my rights. I did," that admitted to the killing of Charlie Kirk to kind of distract and pull everyone out of.
There was a guy that they stopped, George something or other, bald guy. He was a typical mental case that would show up at these rallies. They arrested him first. Then later they stopped another guy, a suspect at a vehicle who also had a rifle, wood stock hunting rifle with a strap on it, and they searched and stopped him. Those are decoys, intentionally or not. Other people tend to go to these rallies, so like I just said it carefully, maybe it was an intentional or non-intentional decoys. It happens. If you go to a rally, it's like that guy Fusca. Remember the guy Fusca who's got a beard and he's wearing a hat? He's looking down left, he's looking right, and all of a sudden the shots are firing at the Butler, PA location. Now, that's the guy that allegedly was wearing all black. He was not wearing all black. Those cops are mistaken when they said that. The governor said it. some other cops said it. The guy's wearing blue jeans,
Yeah.
worn blue jeans,
Yeah, there you
and a
go.
long sleeve black shirt.
So that's
And it looked
another
like
that's
he had
another
a
drop.
backpack or something longer when he was carrying it to drop it off at the top. I would estimate that guy that's coming off of that roof is at least 6 foot tall, because
Yeah.
once he let himself down, you do the measurement, that's another 12 feet. That's 18 feet if you go by 6, 6, and 6. That's funny, I had to say that too.
666.
Place where I
There
live
you
at,
go.
balcony, then the
Subliminal.
next balcony is 7 to 8 feet per level. You see what I mean? So it fits about the same building. But they're going to keep making mistakes. That's what I do, is watch this stuff first on. Now you see he clearly has a backpack. He's running, he's healthy. He jumps down, he seems to be okay. And then later they tried to show another video of the same guy allegedly walking up a street nearby, which is where this guy allegedly was going to. And then they found a rifle. I'm sorry, I thought he left a rifle on the roof.
Yeah.
If he didn't, where's the rifle?
It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's my point. How much you want to bet somebody already put a rifle up there? He was there all morning. He could have gone up there, scouted the area out, which is very unusual because it's last minute stuff, like in the case of the Maxwell Urich, not Crooks. And then they have time to go and scout the area, put what they need up there. Nobody's going to know. And then at the last minute, go up there and be seen. Or he could have been camped out there and not moving around. You know what I
What's
mean?
your thoughts on the way Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Bam Bonnie are handling this?
They showed up, rightfully so, up to a point. But, you know, in quoting Chuck Grassley, who I've talked to personally when he came to the border, I would tell him some information about why they had all these people showing up. And he says, yeah, he knows. It's a dog and pony show. Kash Patel is trying to make it look like FBI had control. When they had the Fox News on this morning, I was up earlier than you were probably up, 2, 3 in the morning, my time. And they had Trump on the show, Fox News. They already arrested the guy. I already estimated 24 hours. They did get it within about that time, but they didn't want to announce the name. They do that for a reason. They're stalling, they're holding off, they're trying to give proper credit so that the president can say something. Then they're going to do a news conference at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9, 10, 11 Eastern Time, and 10 o'clock Central. That way they can all do it at about the same time. So they do control it very carefully. It's a very carefully maneuvered expose where they say their little speeches to get out the information, to give credit. Now, Pam Bondi was supposedly going to do a federal case, but now they've got him booked into county jail. They could do that. They could do it anyway. But if they turn it over to the feds, I would be concerned that a Democrat president could come in and throw a pardon at it or something. And already the Democrats are giving excuses that the guy had a background.
So from you being an experienced United States Secret Service agent, you feel like there's way more to this story.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a narrative.
You don't see hand signals on a stage.
There you
I'm
go.
telling you.
Yeah, see.
I'll scream that to the high heavens about this.
Yeah.
They're covering up all kinds of information. And if they took him out as a sacrificial lamb, and he would have made an excellent president based on his issues and information, and these other people totally hated him. Pure hate.
He would have been a problem for the Democrats in 2032.
Yes, definitely. If they didn't pick him for a president for the Republicans, or Ron DeSantis and Tulsi Gabbard, just off the top of my head, then he would have been an automatic shoo-in based on his connections.
He would have already had the
him
hearts.
just because he was connected to the Trumps.
He would have had the hearts and minds of the youth. He was already paving the way to be president, 100%.
Yes.
They took him out before he could make any more headway.
Exactly. And that's almost like what they did with Trump, because Trump was being groomed years ago. So the profiling is there. If it was just a lone male gunman and he got caught or not, and he got away up to a point, too many mistakes were made, um, and they've got connections. If he left the actual rifle with his fingerprints, he didn't have gloves, then that's another mistake. And then the fingerprints on the shell casings and all these other things, plus his social media, prior contacts, prior comments, public contacts. He didn't like the guy's politics. In our country, you're not supposed to go killing people like they do in foreign countries. And yet, if you're a competitor, that's what they'll do in a third country, right across the border, that kind of stuff.
So there's just too many anomalies that are mathematically impossible. This was a lone shooter. You feel it's a patsy, and there's way more to the story. That much we can say.
No doubt about it, because if they interview these guys and they got the information, the lone guy, where's the backup? Where's the other people? Why did they have to give him a signal in the first place? Who were they signaling?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's like saying the Umbrella Man in Dallas.
So that's where your instincts led you. You saw that. You said, get those guys.
Right away.
We need to interrogate them.
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't been arrested right now.
Or even the guy that asked the question about the mass shootings. That guy and those hand guys giving the hand signals.
Well, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hurt. But the guy that was grandstanding, turning around with his hands in the air and stuff like that, like he wanted it to happen. The word is, they put the word out, something's going to happen. I had a bad feeling the day before on the 9th. And then the next morning, I get up early, I'm looking around. Sure enough, I get a phone call from somebody in Texas, a lady I know. Hangs up. I was getting Mexican food at the drive-up. So I call back and tell her, hey, look, what happened? I'm looking at the media, and then I see it already. So I already see that there was an incident. They're holding back because they don't want the media to release the information, but that's what they'll do by mistake. Every time they get up there, that's controlled by deep state. That's a maneuver they would do.
You believe this was a message to Trump, I feel like he was foreign. I believe this was not so much domestic. I believe there's more foreign interest in this. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, they're going to try to throw that in there. They brought it up on the interview with him on Fox. And of course, this other guy was trying to bring up some stuff about Putin. That's got nothing to do with Putin. That's not Putin. That's not what he would do. They wouldn't do that. If Putin would do that, why didn't he get rid of Zelensky? See what I mean?
Exactly.
So the more they keep attacking people associated with Trump, that's the signal they're putting out. And they're getting threats, believe me.
And this is to intimidate Trump. I mean, to me, I've said this, and I keep saying this, we're winning. And the fact that we're winning is why they're resorting to these tactics.
Exactly. If the Democrats, and I say that very, very accurately, if they would just shut up and follow the rules and do their jobs and be quiet, they lost the election, get over it.
Yeah.
That's it. Work with the other side. Be together. Unite. They're not doing it.
They're not going to do like that.
They're violating all kinds of stuff. They're domestic terrorists.
So what we could say from here is there's more to the story. What we're being fed by the mainstream media, it's a false narrative. There's more to this story. We know that to be true.
I watch the news very carefully, and I look at what they say. They make mistakes. They misstate the facts. They've already misstated all kinds of information. As soon as you see what they're selling you, that will be their final thing on paper. Lone male gunman. He had a background. In fact,
crazy Antifa guy.
Well, yeah, that's. But
that's what they're pushing. Because they also want to spark civil unrest.
But the father to this guy, Tyler Robinson, was a cop, and then he became a priest or of the cloth.
Jesus.
So you can imagine a 22-year-old. His father's a cop, and he's religious or not, whatever. I'm asking a question to everybody out there. Ask any friends that are gamers. There's a gamer profile. And of course, I profiled Audrey Hale. Audrey Hale was assassinated. They could have arrested her and then gotten information. They killed her. That was wrong. So they don't want these mass shooters who have a transgender profile to live.
John, I appreciate you coming on. I'd like to bring you on Nino's Corner.tv to talk further about this. Are you up for that?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay, guys, that was Nino. So be sure to check his page out, Nino Rodriguez. So listen, you got to really dig deep. For all the years that I've been researching since 9/11, and since Alex Jones went to Bohemian Grove, and something's up. So through those years till 2016, when POTUS 45 got into presidency. Since 2020, then he lost his presidency. Then they got the whole freaking the crypt, the evil crypt, and took over 2026. Now lost it. Then 2027, no 2024. The POTUS came back in. They're amping up because when POTUS 45 got nicked in the ear, no holds barred. He's really going full force now with the military going. So each state to there is going to be a civil war, whether you like it or not. So you just got to be prepared. This, for instance, just pretty much solidify what's going on with being Charlie Kirk getting assassinated. Okay, with this Secret Service telling you what's really going on, and who's really involved, it's more than just a Patsy. There's 3 or 4 or 5, maybe even 10 people involved. But there is a group of individuals out there that did this heinous act of Charlie Kirk. And you have to understand that when you're talking with the deep state who killed John F. Kennedy back in the 50s, I think, I believe, there's a reason why Lincoln got shot, and all the other so-called political leaders out there, because they stood for what is right, which is Jesus Christ. They're believers, God, Jesus Christ, the Bible. They do not like that. We're talking with evil, demonic people out there that's trying to take control of United States. They're losing control. Now that POTUS 47, POTUS 45, and POTUS 47 just got in. They're kicking and screaming. So they have to take out all the people out there who are very influencers, rather, really taking over the children. Grade school, high school, colleges right now, and Charlie Kirk was center stage and gathering a lot of ground, influencing a lot of teenagers. Even the transgenders, gays out there are giving them a platform to talk, dialogue about their issues, about what's going on in the world today, and why POTUS 45 and what's his agenda on trying to live free and give everybody peace, prosperity for everyone. And what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, right? But the far left, the radical left, don't want that. They want you to be stranglehold, subservient to their way of living or the way of belief. And we all know that. Read between the lines. So this is a good indication of what's really, really going on and who's really involved with this. It's not what you think. So dig deep inside. There's 2 characters behind Charlie Kirk, one with the white hat, white shirt, and a big guy with tattoos, giving him the signal. All right, give him the signal to take the kill shot, and that's exactly what happened. The proof is in the pudding there, ladies and gentlemen. There's only other things I can do when I would giving you my information as well, to dig deep inside. Reno Rodriguez, we got VP, all kinds of information out there. Alex Jones, find us credible. That you think that's within your way of thinking, or maybe influence you to find the truth out there. So dig deep. I'm just giving you my information, what I believe in as well too. My brothers and I exact the same thing, but me, I'm really, really into, because I'm more into tech and podcasting and this platform. It is shadow banned. I can tell because it's not pushing the needle. So it's up to you to push it forward to everyone you know, and try to get my channel up there as well too. If not, I'm going to put this on my other Rumble and on my Spotify, on my podcast, so that I will do my part as well too to get the truth out there. Okay, guys. So anyway, this is my podcast for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. God bless, Godspeed, and we will see you in the next podcast video. Spotify.